Hello and welcome to another Fresh Off the Stalls, this time from the comfort of my own home. Welcome. So, not as fresh off the stalls as I would have liked it for being, but I barely made my train, and I would like to have done this on the train, but there was a few people having too good a time and quite loudly, and I didn't want to interfere with the audio. Anyway, I'm actually kind of glad that I've had a little bit more time than I usually do with Fresh Off the Stalls to sort of gather together, because what I've just been to see I've only just about worked the adrenaline out of my system, because good grief, it was fantastic. So what I've been to see is Mojo, Jez Butterworth's debut play, if I remember rightly, and I hope I do, because I have researched it, honest, and it's Fringe Revival at the White Bear Theatre. As you probably gathered, I really love this. And the whole thing about adrenaline is actually true. I was kind of like, I was jittering as I came out the theatre going, ah. So probably best I didn't do Fresh Off the Stalls straight away. So what I was really interested me about coming to see this is that it's a Jez Butterworth play. It was the play that he debuted at the Royal Court, went on to huge critical acclaim back in 1995. That's 19 years ago. I was alive then. That makes me sad. Anyway, so we already know that the play is good. We already know that the play is actually not good, it's excellent. So I was really interested into seeing how One Fell Swoop, the company that are doing this revival, actually handle bringing this play to the very small and compact space that is the White Bear Theatre. And I have to say that they have done it marvellously. So the play itself is an incredibly intense comedy thriller, is probably the best thing I can say to describe if I was trying to pigeonhole this play into a sort of genre of sorts. And with this production, it's brilliantly acted, it's very, very well produced, and what makes it such a brilliant show for this particular production is that because you're in this really tightly confined space at the White Bear Theatre, you can't escape it. As the tension racks up and the craziness builds throughout the show, you're just sitting there going like, there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to hide behind, and the action is literally in your face because there's only 2 rows. I think it seats probably 50 maximum at a push. So if you go to see Mojo at the White Bear, what you're actually buying into is an incredibly close and incredibly compact, and in my tweet I sent out straight after the show, I said tightly compact plastic explosive. I probably should add with a very slow burn fuse. That's not to say it drags. The pace doesn't drag at all. The play itself is very well written. It's very well paced, but it just keeps getting there. The tension keeps, as the fuse fizzles towards this plastic explosive, the tension builds. And it is absolutely crazy. I've got to say, cast wise, hats off to. I have to look through this thing because I can never remember names. Luke Treblecock, who plays Baby. He was so fantastically unhinged and really added to the fact of the play that you have no idea where it's going to go next. You actually have, at one point, you'd actually have no idea what's really happening. You have no idea where it's going to lead, where it's going to climax. And Luke Treblecock's performance really, really augmented that, because he was just so intense and so completely flying off the handle. Not to say that his performance was uncontrolled, not at all. It was very controlled. And that's what I mean. It's just kind of like he's actually really psychotic, to very lazily use that term, but absolutely stunning performance from him. Also, a lot of credit also has to go to Max Saunders, singer, who plays Potts in this. I just love the energy he brings to this really neurotic and twitchy character. I mean, I said I was twitchy when I came out to the theatre. Max Saunders Singer's like twitches throughout, and he's just absolutely marvellous. He really, I mean, the entire cast are excellent, but he his character is what is the character that gels everything together, and he has that dominance and that presence, and his performance really shows in that. As I said, that's not to say that the rest of the cast paled in comparison, by no means. I mean, this is a really well orchestrated ensemble piece, and the entire cast really bounce their chemistries and their energies off each other, and really take to the characters really well. It's an absolutely fantastic show. Also, I did mention about the production. I've got to say that Joanna Diaz's set design is brilliant. There's so much detail here. It's really great to see a Fringe performance and a Fringe set bring in so many little nuances. I mean, really small things down to, you know, poker chips and pin-up girls on the wall. It feels like you've walked into the real-life backroom of this 1950s Soho club. And also other production things as well. Makeup, which doesn't necessarily mean makeup. There's some things going on there as well, which I won't give away. It's also absolutely fantastic. Costumes as well. They've really got the 50s sort of teddy boy look down to key. It's just, I could wax lyrical about this for quite some time. But I think if I'm going to take anything away from it, if I'm going to say anything to you now to try and sum it up as neatly as possible, I'm going to say, and I know this sounds like a really hollow and empty critic thing to say, but it's not very often that I come out of a theatre and I'm covered in goosebumps. That's the effect the show had on me. I want to apologise to the actors, because they probably saw me in the front row, programme rolled up like this, going, "Oh my god, this is too much." It was just so intense. I really apologise if I put anyone off, because I put a lot of people off just with my face, because it's distracting. Yeah, go see this. This production is one of the reasons why I still love the Fringe, and I still always support the Fringe, because when you get things like this and everything just comes together so well, you've got a really brilliant play, an amazing production behind it, and then the fact that the space is just so intimate just catapults it into something that is absolutely extraordinary. So I'm going to stop. I'm not rambling too much this time, because I've had a bit of time to think about this and sort of gather my thoughts and collect myself. But this is up there with one of the shows that, not just one of the best shows I've seen this year, but I think this is going to be one of the best shows. That's going to go into my list of things I don't think I'll ever forget. Even if I try to drink to forget, not that I would want to try to drink to forget, but if I do end up being an alcoholic and starting to lose my memory, I reckon that this play will still be one of the things that I could keep coming out with randomly in sort of weird, stupid. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm probably making a bit of a fool of myself, and I think if I'm going to sum it up in one word, and I did promise myself after last night that I wouldn't swear again, but actually, that's 2 words. So I'm going to go. Just go see this. Go see it. It's amazing. Full review will come up tomorrow where I'll be a bit more eloquent. So goodbye. Sorry, the cat's distracted me. I'm going to go now. Goodbye.